Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your spring equinox reading. On March 19th, the sun will move into Aries, which marks the beginning of the astrological new moon, new year. And this in the northern hemisphere means that the sun, of course, is moving towards high summer, the light, towards the supporting us to find our place in the world. In the southern hemisphere, of course, that is the opposite. This is approaching fall and the movement towards the waning of the light. So I'm doing personal readings. The information for that is in the description box below. I have been giving away free readings on or about the first of each month, and I collect the readers from the comments and the donations previously received. So I thank all of you who have been participating in that. It is greatly appreciated. And moreover, I appreciate your presence here now and all the ways that you support me in whatever way that is. So thank you in advance for that, Sagittarius. Your overall energy, the Seven of Cups. This has been coming up a lot, and it is describing this greater understanding, emotional understanding that you've gained from an evaluation of the way that you give and receive, the way that you exchange energy. This usually shows up in love and money. So we think of this as our relationships, which they are, but your evaluation of those has shifted from a concern about the balance of those relationships, making sure that you're giving as much as you are making sure that you're receiving as much as you are giving, which is part of what you've actually evolved from into a greater sense of mission, purpose, and vision, so that you understand that your relationships, whatever balance or imbalance you experience, what is most critical is your vision and your goal, and the way in which you supply yourself with whatever attributes, whatever tools, resources, energy that you need in order to accomplish that. And you don't allow the relationships, balanced or imbalanced, to interfere with your pursuit of your vision. And this requires a level of maturity, a level of acceptance of self. It also takes away your reliance on the actions or attitudes of others that may or may not be helping you, and instead helps you to focus again on that validation of who you actually are, and the joy, the positive benefit of actually understanding and having identified your unique path, your unique journey. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, we have the Warrior or the Knight of Wands. This is your energy and exploration as a result of this understanding you've gained, because you now see that you have goals and visions that are not malleable to the actions of others or the attitudes of others, that this is launching you further into a burst of creative energy, a burst of motivation for it to be inspired, to allow your inspirations to move you into new territory, to discover new interests that support your talents and your gifts, and to explore where these interests, talents, gifts, this vision takes you. So this is very much a questing energy. It's beautifully empowered by your sense of spirit, the inspiration you've gained from your vision. In the first house, we have the Ace of Swords. Lovely. Aces are always new beginnings. Swords are particularly about not only illumination, revelation, uh, a deeper understanding and movement towards understanding this new level of truth that you're experiencing, but ways in which you can talk about it, ways in which you can express it in the world. Conversations, your curiosity now is whetted as you're seeing the world from a different perspective. You're now understanding that you can excavate your assumptions about reality and explore those as you explore new truths, new inspirations, new ideas, and new ways of connecting with others, connecting with ideas, new communication. This can be an offer coming to you, an offer that is going to require a considerable amount of negotiation, discovery, new information. In the fourth house, the house of your soul, your history, your roots, your family, the Two of Swords is about looking at something, being brutally honest with yourself. This is information that is close to your heart, close to you, that is difficult to look at. And my sense is that you are unraveling this sense of reliance on your relationships to support or to restrict you in ways that you're understanding that you can move on from that, that you need more information in whatever offers are being made from you, that you don't know enough, and that negotiations are part of the way that you gain that information and part of the ways that you craft an offer that may be of value to you into a way that's actually going to serve you, and that you have that power. This is about negotiation power and recognizing that the offer is just a symbol of a greater network of possibilities and potentials that are embedded in that offer. The offer could be revealed through a series of negotiations to have many other benefits than what is on the surface, but that requires your teasing those out through an openness to new ideas, a willing to have a conversation, to be curious, to investigate the motivations and the greater possibilities embedded in this. In the seventh house, your significant others is the Three of Cups. And here it's interesting, I see a balance here between putting your relationships in their proper place in your life allows you to enjoy, appreciate, and honor them so that you accept the value of your relationships. You accept your partners, your friends, your colleagues for their positive attributes, the ways that they can support you, and that you learn from supporting them. This is really about a celebration of all the abundance, all the resources, all the tools you have at hand. I'm going to pull the Soul's Journey card, Sag, and ask if this is vibing with you, that you like this video, that you share this with others, comment below. I love hearing your ideas. And subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've pulled Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. As a Sag rising with plenty of planets in Sagittarius, that is really emotional for me, because self-honesty seems to me to be at the key of this reading in many ways, and is part of the maturity that you may be experiencing. And I pulled the lemur from the flora and fauna of Africa, cute lemur, and the plant associated with the lemur is the acacia. The key word is friendship. Tapped into your charming and cunning nature, set out on an adventure that stimulates your senses. Lovely. Lots of beautiful confirmation here. The first house, Ace of Swords, is clarified by the Five of Cups in the second house and the Hangman in the third house. There is this tremendous pause, this retreat that you are giving to yourself as you allow yourself to feel the feelings and the emotions of this change in your relationships. The changes in your awareness, the changes in your ability to identify the ways that you have benefited from either failures, disappointments, heartaches, rejection. What you've learned about yourself along the way is this deeper ability to deeply connect with who you are. And that connecting with who you are, what you've learned from your relationships is opening you up to a higher level of connection with yourself, a higher ability to respect yourself, to honor who you are, and to not allow that to be so dependent on others. The Hangman is actually describing this need to pull in to gain a higher perspective. And so much about this first quadrant of the chart is describing this process of illumination, of revelation, of clarity that you've now gained. And with this new clarity, you can actually recognize the need for you to gain a higher perspective in order to leverage the abundance that is around you. This is what helps you value the relationships you have for what they are, not for what you need them to be. The Two of Swords in the fourth house is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles in the fifth house and the Empress in the sixth house. Oh boy, two of my favorite cards. The Nine of Pentacles is indicating your freedom, your independence. This is critical for you as you're moving through this whole recalibration of your relationships. At the core of it, of your ability to be honest with yourself, is your independence. You know that is critical to your ability to grow, to advance, to expand, to discover and explore. But this is indicating that you've also cultivated your own garden. And by that I mean you've taken your skills and gifts and you've tried to improve them. You've built upon them. You've invested in that in order to be in this position of really financial independence, so that you are able to invest further in yourself or others without destabilizing who you are or where you're at, so that you're at this place of freedom, and yet you're at this beautiful moment of perfection, of surveying and appreciating every blade of grass, every chair, every book that you have, recognizing the abundance of your life wherever you are now. Doesn't mean that you don't want more or that you aren't growing, continuing to grow, but that's on the basis of already this foundation that I have all that I need to do what I want. The Empress is just co-signing this. The Empress is all about you being in your zone of generating ideas and thus generating abundance. You are part of, tapped into a natural cycle. And this is keenly tied in with the spring equinox, where you are starting something new. You're building something new, a new sense of who you are that is in alignment with the natural cycles, the natural seasons that build to the harvest. This is as much about knowing beyond your relationships that you are love, that your relationships, whatever they be, with whomever or whatever they be, is all about your ability to take what you have and utilize that in a way that moves you, transforms your experience into greater abundance. And the joy in that, the pleasure in that, the beauty and harmony, and even the manipulation of resources in this way, so that you are really at the center of your universe. And this is critical for you as you are clearly setting out and investing in your independence in new ways, understanding your independence in new ways. So the Three of Cups in the 7th house is clarified by the Queen of Wands in the 8th house and the Ace of Pentacles in the 9th house. You are full of confidence when it comes to how to utilize resources. This also comes as the result of being very clear and illuminating all the ways that you have already amplified your resources, your gifts, your talents, who you are. How you're always finding new expressions of that is gaining you this pursuit and passionate pursuit of your goals, so that you are already assured of receiving them. The goals are not in question. It is your ability, collecting the resources, magnetizing, manifesting the resources you need to do what you are passionate about. This is also about a real beautiful place of self-love, self-celebration, really understanding whatever power and beauty that you hold in this place of confidence, in this passionate place where you're in a position to exude this passion. You're not wasting it. You're not flinging it about. You're using it to expand your world and to magnetize. But when I say that, I mean draw others like you to you. This is about finding alignment in your relationships. The Ace of Pentacles is all about the new beginning that you have manifested, that you are generating as a result of this not only greater understanding of your capacity in the world, but the way in which you can utilize resources, invest in yourself, so that you are creating this legacy, this abundance, this generosity to the world. There may be new opportunities further afield that necessitate travel, or that are in other places in the world that you're now inspired to move towards. You may have an opportunity to get a job that requires travel, or pursue a project that has you exploring other places in the world. This can be you exporting or finding new markets, or finding new opportunities, new communities around the world, where education can be something that you can seed as a part of exploring new ways to manifest or distribute the things that you create. Teaching about the ways that you have been able to create what you have or what you do build for others to learn. Investing in, if you're in the position to be a philanthropist, in education of some sort, in some kind of spiritual connection, ways that you connect diverse communities throughout the world. The Warrior in the 10th house of Warrior of Wands is the 10 of Cups in the 11th house and the 6 of Pentacles in the 12th house. In many ways, I feel like the 10 of Cups is describing the community that you are already a part of, but also describes the community that you are working towards creating. as part of your activism, your participation in the global world, so that you are now valuing the resources and gifts that are shared among others. The safe space to articulate the range of experiences, not just the positive experiences, but the range of them with others in a way that helps you to recognize your strengths, what you've learned, that it's safe to be vulnerable. And this is part of what is giving you the new basis on which to evaluate your relationships. What you have now are learning to make sure that as one who is in a position to provide for, to teach, to attend to others, to manage the opportunities for others, that you make sure that you're also in a place of receiving that same love. And receiving that love means tapping into the joy of your experiences so that those are a part of the equation. The joy has to be factored into the experience. And the joy is not just happy, it's the catharsis of having reached a satisfactory or a positive conclusion through a journey that confirms that you know what is best for you, and that you, with others, working with others, sharing with others, that can be identified and worked out together. I'm going to finish up this reading, Sag, with the oracle card, a crystal oracle. And sorry to be calling Sagittarian Sages. I never like that when others do it. I don't know why. And I pulled two. One's a citrine and one's a tourmaline, a red tourmaline. I'll read the citrine first. The key word is abundance. I'm aligned at all times with the abundant energy of the universe. This powerful energy flows through me into every aspect of my life. And here is the Empress. And the red tourmaline keyword is passion. I am the embodiment of passion. Wow, beautiful confirmation. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Until next time, Namaste.